Yes, in 2026 we are not chasing trends anymore.
Etched in smile lines, very oral lines, lines right above your brow, lines that are starting to come down your cheek. There is a bigger reason that they're forming.
I hope that we're moving away from Botox, injectables in general, like just fixing your skin.
You can always tell the 50s and 60s that are only still Botoxing their upper face.
Mm-hmm. I hate chiseled jawlines.
Somebody called it a neckgina. Welcome to Fill and Tell, where we spill the tea on all things aesthetics.
We're your hosts. I'm Megan.
And I'm Lauren.
We're here to give you the inside scoop on what goes on behind the treatment room door.
From filler to facelifts, skincare to aesthetic secrets.
We're taking you behind the scenes of the industry with unfiltered conversations, expert insights, and maybe a little gossip along the way. Okay, it's 2026.
February.
Our
yes.
first, it's our first one that we're recording in 2026. I mean, we recorded the other ones in 2025.
We did, yes.
Welcome to 2026.
These are our ins and outs for the year, even though this is February. These still count.
Yes, in 2026 we are not chasing trends anymore. Truly the good trends we can chase, the bad ones are officially out.
Okay, yes.
So this is one of my favorite things to do is like the ins and outs of the year and like what we think is out, what we think is in.
I know, because I just saw you post yours and I was like, I haven't done that yet and I need to. And so it sparked.
Yeah,
so if you see me post yours right after, then I copied you.
And I feel like that's a good guideline, whether like you take what we say is in and out like to a T and you're like, this is a great guideline for my aesthetic treatments in 2026, or this is just like a good laugh and a good, episode to watch. But you could use this sort of as like a planning guide for your 2026 treatments.
Which is an in. Treatment planning is in.
It is. We are all about like strategy, regenerative medicine, and you'll hear us go more into that.
And being intentional. I think it's so funny because I've said it so many times. Everyone's going to get so sick of hearing me say that, but now I've decided that's my word of 2026.
Oh, good. Yeah, that would be good for you.
What was yours?
Foundation.
You'll have to go into why that is. Intentional. I was thinking about it, and it's just like it goes for so many things. And really, when I think about it, it's just like purposefully planning, or what we're talking about right now. Just being purposeful in the decisions that you're making, and the planning, and the treatments that you're choosing, and having a real reason behind why you're doing what you're doing. I feel like is that intention. Great. What does foundation mean to you?
So last year in 2025, my word was nurture, and I wanted to sort of like nurture my relationships and sort of like my health. And I almost just like when I think of the word nurture, I feel like it's like a little cocoon.
It is. That's what I think of, like a baby animal.
I did not nurture anything last year. I really
crash out of 2025.
I feel like 2025 was like a burnout year, and so I was being intentional, and I was thinking about what I wanted 2026 to really encompass, like what was going to get me back to like that foundation. So I just typed a few things into ChatGPT of like what I wanted to do, things that I wanted to refocus on, and foundation was one of the terms I feel like that really spoke to me.
Did you see recently where somebody said that ChatGPT users use significantly less part of their brain?
Oh, that's not good.
It was frightening.
Yeah.
Like 10% of their brain versus people who are like thoughtful, I guess.
But I feel like I use it for like little things like that where I'm like, these are my intentions of 2026. Come up with some words that would.
Yeah.
I'm not like plan my whole life, whereas some people are like,
tell me what to eat today.
Planner. Yeah, literally.
No, I love ChatGPT, and I think AI is certainly, just going to boom in 2026 and beyond. It's already started. So maybe that's a true statistic. I don't really know, but I saw it pop up, and I thought it was very interesting. And maybe if you're abusing it, yes, but intentionally using ChatGPT, I feel like it's just genius.
AI is certainly the future. So if you're on board, then you're going to do great. And I think if you refuse to believe it or at least acknowledge it, then I think you'll be in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's do our outs first.
All right.
Um,
Okay, so injectables alone to fix your crappy looking skin.
yeah. I mean, we have injectables like Skin Vive that can give you some good hydration and some glow, but I hope that we're moving away from Botox injectables in general, like just fixing your skin.
Yeah, I think that unfortunately we have so much access to everything and all the things that you see on TikTok, people doing it themselves. They don't know what they're talking about. But as aesthetics, evolves, skin is a lot more at the forefront than it's ever been. Thankfully, that's always been our mindset, and it continues to be, because at the end of the day, that's what people see. So that needs to be on point. So skincare, skin treatments, definitely over injectables.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of our ends too, like you said, is just, and we'll go into our ends in a sec, but like the skin health. So out injectables alone to fix everything. And then
chiseled jawlines.
I hate chiseled jawlines. I think they're out. Like I think like they're so out of like that pointy chin, chiseled jawline all the way back to this gonal angle.
And I think too, like it's not realistic. It looks okay immediately, and then you have to put in so much product to make it look like that. It's going to end up looking boggy and just like not the best. Or you're seeing an AI generated face, right?
Oh,
like you're seeing somebody who has gone in and purposely sculpted. It's just not reality. So yeah, that's out.
And I think it was in for a period of time when people wanted to look like Angelina Jolie, but I think it's out now. The heavy, like sculpted faces in general.
Yeah.
Hopefully people are getting away from like the alienization of filler.
Yes, I agree.
Chasing lines.
So this goes for anyone out there who might have etched in smile lines, perioral lines, maybe like lines right above your brow, lines that are starting to come down your cheek. There is a bigger reason that they're forming.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you go back to and you're intentional and you focus on your foundation.
Yes.
Then
you're going to get to the root cause of those lines. This is, I think, something new injectors often completely F up is, and I did it back in the day, is someone comes in complaining of the line and you try to just treat the line.
Yeah.
You're underwhelmed, and oftentimes you're not fixing anything. You're putting a Band-Aid on it for it to only reappear in a few months. So
yeah, and there's that technique, and I always forget the name of it.
Fern.
Yeah, the ferning pattern, which I think is great, and if used intentionally, perfect for those little lines. But I do think skin health and, sort of regeneration of some aged, like zombie cells, plus a good laser would be always my go-to.
Agree.
And then this kind of ties into this one, treatments based on this. This is written wrong. I feel like it's treatments based on anatomy versus based on timing. Or I guess it could go either way.
Either way, I think, because timing meaning age, right? That's what I think of. So meaning like a 20-year-old who comes in, necessarily the timing might not be right for Botox, but if she's had static lines for the last 2 years, then her anatomy says otherwise. That's what I think.
Okay.
Same thing, I think that comes down to surgeries too.
Yes.
So I think it doesn't matter how old you are. Well, we're not going to get into the teens, but like mid-20s and beyond, if you have anatomy that supports a surgical procedure, then just do it. I have to talk, I feel like, so many of my patients into going to get a surgical consult where sometimes it should just be the first line treatment.
Agree, especially if you're in your 50s. We have a fun episode on treatments per decade. Yeah, but there's so many things we know factually that have changed in your anatomy, your bone, your skin, your fat pads, that surgery really is like your best option.
Yeah, and just like genetically, right? Like what is your anatomy based on your genetics? Like sometimes, again, it doesn't matter your age. If your anatomy supports that procedure, then I think it's totally fine to have that done tastefully.
Agree.
Overfilled lips have been out for a long time.
I still see them. I sent you someone's last night.
We can briefly talk about Caroline Levitt. and the Vogue article and magazine that blasted her lips.
I mean, were those overfilled or were those just the
I think they were
freshly
freshly done.
So confusing.
Which is so unfortunate for her being the White House press secretary that she doesn't have time to have downtime. And
like,
so did she just
photo shoot day?
I mean, I'm right there with you. Like, did she have it done in her office and then, or did Vogue go in and like AI that photo?
You think they put the injection marks on them?
I don't know, because she's pregnant too.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she got some lip fillers?
I was talking to a friend and she sent me the photo and I was like, yes, I've seen it. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
And I'm like, but also she's pregnant. So like, when did this happen? That Vogue article didn't come out that long ago.
I saw something that like surfaced that like almost made it seem like that is how her lips look.
They look like that naturally? I'm calling bullshit. But anyway, so overfilled lips are out. All have been out. They've been out for a few years. I mean, even the Kardashians have undone their filler. Lots of celebrities have undone their big lips. It's okay.
We're here for the subtle movement. We're here for the natural, honoring your anatomy. Yep.
Yes.
Tear trough filler as first line treatment for under eyes.
Huge misconception, I feel like, for patients and sometimes early injectors.
There's been a lot of fear mongering around filler in general this year, and that's so
Last
out.
year, 2025.
Oh yeah, 2025.
Yeah.
That's so out. I'm over explaining why filler is okay.
Yeah.
And why you need cheek filler, but I also think that there's a lot of new innovative injectables around the eye area that we can do that are exciting.
Yes.
And more to come on that as things get approved.
I am really excited to see a lot more of the biologics and regenerative options for that area this year and to see kind of what emerges. I think PDGF will be FDA approved.
Hopefully.
And then I think we'll also see some maybe stem cell or embryonic type tissues being used.
Yeah, I think you and I are going to dive headfirst into biologics. We're really excited about that. So
yes, I can't
we'll see.
Wait. Okay, zero downtime treatments. Yes, this is out.
Gosh.
Now, I talk about, choosing your treatments intentionally, meaning like, if you have a big speaking event, don't do your laser the day before. But avoiding treatments altogether because of downtime is out and will only lead you to needing to correct more things later because you've avoided it for the full year.
And that's why, going back to that, we have another episode on coming out that will be treatment per decade. I think that's why there is importance around skin health and doing these sort of prejuvenation lasers. So maybe you don't even get to a point where you do need 1 to 2 weeks of downtime. I mean, the most aggressive laser we do is probably 3 days of true downtime. And we've talked about what we think is true downtime.
I might get like a hardcore laser though this year.
So we'll see what your true downtime is. But true downtime is like your skin is weeping. It is so red.
Or you're so swollen you can't open your eyes.
Exactly. Like that's true downtime. Now, if your face has some sandpaper texture to it and it's pink and you can put on a tinted moisturizer, to me, that's not downtime.
Agree.
But like...
but just like plan.
Yeah.
Plan.
But like every time my mom is up, I'm like, let's do your laser. No, I don't want downtime. I'm like, Kelly, let's do it. She doesn't want downtime. I'll get her though one time.
Okay, what's next?
Injector hopping.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely cool, and I say cool because if you are intentional, it's so funny that we keep saying that, about developing a relationship with someone that you're putting your face, your money, your trust into, I really do feel like that relationship, like growth over time and the ability for that injector to really like know you in your face, I think it just is
that
so
goes
much
a lot
better.
Further,
I think it's so much better for your treatment planning, for how you are going to look 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
I love developing relationships with like my people. We have a great relationship with our hairstylist. We have a great relationship with our therapist. Like I guess I'm just a loyal person, and once I find my person, I'm loyal to them.
Well, that is like you're a Leo.
Yeah.
So yeah, very loyal.
I can't understand the hopping around also because if I don't know you, I will also not want you to poke my face with a needle.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know.
get that. Like, I don't get just being like walking in and being like, what's your deal
Well,
on
yeah,
Botox
it's not like
today?
your nails, right? Even though like some people are very loyal to their manicurists too. I got
Yeah.
my nails done for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I just
good.
went to someone random and like they did a great job, but it is not like getting your nails done. It is these are aesthetic medical procedures that require skill, education, knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a saying, you can either pay once or you're going to pay more twice. Something like that.
Right, because you're going to have to get it dissolved
Yes.
and then they redo it. Yeah.
So,
Speaking of nails, I do have a nail girl too.
you do?
Shout
Okay,
out to
what's
Nikki.
last? Okay, so what are some personal outs? Those were a lot of good, like, aesthetic outs. What are some of your personal outs for the year?
Let's see. I think a personal out is not holding myself accountable. I think I've been lenient on myself when I create a boundary, and I've created that boundary for a reason. For instance, I've really tried to be intentional about getting off of my phone at a certain time.
Yeah, did you get the brick?
Yeah, I did. And I haven't used it yet.
Oh.
So I got the brick to be intentional about. So a brick is like this little brick. I'm sure you guys have seen it
Yes.
all over TikTok. And
It's a little too rigid for me, though. Like,
No, I think it's perfect because
one of my friends has one, and she was out of town, and the brick was not nearby, and
Yeah.
she could not unbrick her phone.
It's not your whole phone. You can do
Her
apps.
apps.
Well,
But you're traveling.
Well,
Like,
you need
what
to
else
remember.
am I supposed to doing on a 5-hour drive?
You need
Not
to
on
remember to
TikTok?
unbrick.
I know, but if you don't,
Okay, but she was driving at 8 p.m. Like, when does her phone brick?
I don't know.
When does it lock?
I didn't ask the details.
Well, I would brick mine at 8 p.m. It's almost just like a do not disturb, except when my phone says I've passed my limit of 1 hour for social media, and then I hit ignore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that with a brick.
Okay.
So I think that's one of my outs is not holding myself accountable, because I do set these boundaries with the thought and intention of like, this is healthy for me. This will help my life. Mm-hmm. And this is a positive. So
Also, we're reading Atomic Habits, and so I don't know how far you've gotten into it, but if you will add new habits to existing habits, it's like that's a good way to get them to stick. So if I
Right.
really want to scroll on my phone while and I already drink coffee, then I'm going to drink coffee and then do something new that I really want to get done, like journal or read.
Yeah.
And then
Great
once
idea.
I've done that, I can scroll on my phone.
I think
so kind
that's-
of lumping them in together.
Yeah. No, I think that's how I came up with the, like, doing my LED mask with journaling.
Yes.
Because I don't love doing either, but I know both are beneficial for me.
Yeah.
So I just, like, lump them together.
My
What
only
about you?
other
What's out for you?
I want to put, doom scrolling on, but like, it's not the top highest priority for me to out that.
I think there is something about sort of like sitting on the couch after a long day and sort of doing a doom scroll, maybe. It would be like just
Watching
like
TV.
turning on the TV. I think a doom scroll every now and again is okay. I think it's mostly when you're like, oh, it's 10, time for bed, but then you pick up your phone and you're doom scrolling until midnight.
Yeah.
And then you're in a rabbit hole of like,
My biggest out this year, I want to be like not drinking while I'm watching TV. And so I'm replacing it with other drinks. I've found I am a habitual drinker, not of alcohol, just of anything.
you are.
And it was so funny because when Megan and I travel, like I need a drink, a beverage, something that sparkles and sparks joy. So I am replacing my nightly wine and cocktails with other drinks. So I'm like really like knee deep in all the adaptogen
mocktails,
and mocktails. I bought some I bought some alcohol-free gin. I just ordered 6 different alcohol-free wines to try.
Okay. Good.
So,
Did
and
you
really,
see that? I DM'd you the girl who had tried the alcohol free.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Odd Bird is very highly rated, which
Okay.
was on her list. So I got a bunch of those to try.
But you haven't jumped into Peak yet, right?
Oh, no. too
Too
expensive.
expensive, yeah.
You know, I draw the line at some things.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
And I think that it's not even because I think alcohol is bad, because I love it. It's because I can't be productive the next day.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Or,
I
like-
can't get out of bed. I don't work
Yeah.
out. I can't get the shit done that I need to. Unemployment would really look like me just sleeping all day.
The havoc that it wreaks on your sleep.
Yeah. So not because I don't think it's fantastic.
So we have this thing, it goes back to Lauren's intentionality word of the year of like, okay, so let's focus more on the like celebratory drink.
Yeah.
Less drinking at home for no good reason, more of like, oh, we birthdays and events and
Yes.
things like that. Yeah, I think that's a great one. And don't worry, I'll hold you accountable.
Okay, let's quickly go through the ins because we spent a lot of time on the outs.
I wrote the year of longevity because I really do feel like this is the year of like true regeneration, biologics, etc.
Yeah, I think more people are really getting into the health aspects of it too. Like a lot more is coming out about peptides. People are really digging into their health more. What is sleep, you know, just like simple things, but that will lead to a better, longer, healthier life. So I agree.
Agree.
That is in.
I think so. Like that brings me to two big ends. One, like advanced microneedling. So pairing the microneedling with your PDGF or your PDRN or just anything that's going to amplify the results.
Yes, those are like growth factors that are going to stimulate more collagen, more radiance, and really give you a better bang.
I got to the point in 2025, end of 2025, where I wasn't doing a CO2 pretty much without putting PDGF on just because of the insane healing time, or rather downtime, and also the benefits. But then I was going to say the other one, the in that both of us have really been implementing at the end of 2025, which is going to go into 2026, is like the stack treatments.
Right. Just so combining. I think this will really work for people who have tight schedules, calendars don't line up, I can't get my patients to come back on a regular basis. It's strategically doing multiple treatments at one time that complement each other, that amplify your results, and also kill like 3 birds with one stone,
Yeah,
which
love that.
I'm here for that. Addressing the lower face. So not skipping anything going on down here. I love sitting at my local watering hole,
Which
which
is
is Sage. I love to sit up there and just watch people, and you can always tell the 50s and 60s that are only still Botoxing their upper face, because there's a huge disconnect. So don't be that person this year.
Or my patient who, well, she's a new patient to me, but who has had so much cheek filler and not once touched her chin
Oh.
with filler. So she just has pillows on her face.
Okay, so skin barrier preservation. I feel like this is I feel like you personally feel this one.
No, I think that like skin health, barrier protection, getting out of like the 10 steps and over exfoliation is something that's out.
Oh yeah, in general.
I mean, you should always protect your skin barrier and preserve it, but I think more people are, again, I think it's the access to education and social media in a good way of like learning what's actually working for their skin and informing themselves, like educating themselves around, okay, exfoliation is good, but too much exfoliation is bad. What should I be using in the summer? What should I be using in the winter? So I feel like that's kind of like an all-encompassing one, but yeah, just like smart products, which we are also very into right now, thinking of like DEJ and things like that just have so many benefits for fatigue cells. And
you just don't need every single acid or exfoliation in your routine.
yeah, I think that's what I meant about skin barrier preservation, but you're right, that is a deeply personal one right now.
Okay, so not skipping your neck and chest. This is huge. A huge like goal of ours, at least as we, think about what we want to bring to the treatment room, is always including the neck and really the chest too, but definitely the neck. So extending your skincare down to your neck and chest, but also extending your treatments to the neck and chest. The neck is the second thinnest skin to your under eyes. So we really want to be, using products that are going to help improve that skin quality and doing some treatments that are going to stimulate some collagen.
Agreed.
Otherwise, you're going to have, somebody called it a neckgina. And I just remembered that.
Who called it that?
I can't remember now, but it just came to me. And it's like your face is so tight, but then you have this like loose, flat, like skin
Like a
here.
gobbler.
Yeah.
A neckgina.
Okay.
I think it's the same, like Botoxing the upper face, not Botoxing the lower face. It's a dead giveaway when you have treated your face and not treated your neck
Yes.
and hands.
Correct.
All
right. What's the last one?
Conquering the fear of Hylenex / like getting your filler dissolved when you need it.
Yes.
That is in. Like, let's not be scared of dissolving.
Right. Scared of the pain, scared of what it's going to look like, scared of the in-between before you can, have something else done. There is a lot of,
You
fear
will
around
survive without your lip filler, and I promise you, your dissolved lips will probably look a million times better than your migrated lips.
yeah, agree.
And I think that's where we
Wrap it up. Okay, tell us what you feel like is your in or your absolute out. Let us know if you agree. Tell us if you highly disagree. I want to know. And make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at the Fill and Tell Podcast. And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.